Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Today's wisdom will be coming from out of First Peter chapter 2, verse number 1. That's First Peter chapter 2, verse 1. It says, "Dearly beloved, I beseech you as strangers and pilgrims, abstain from fleshly lusts, which war against the soul." Today I want to talk about influencing people for Christ. Influencing people for Christ. Of course, in our Bible class table talk, we're dealing with journey unto triumphant living. And next to salvation, nothing is more important than our influence. Of course, we are called to be the salt of the earth and the light of the world. People watching us every day, if we are just going to talk, or if we are really going to walk the walk. We are called to proclaim the excellency of Christ, who called us out of darkness into his marvelous light. And of course, we proclaim the message of God effectively by not what we say, but how we live. It is in 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verse number 2. He said, "We are written epistle in our heart, known and read of men." Of course, people would rather see a sermon than hear a sermon. Of course, if we're going to affect people and have influence on people, there are three particular areas or three qualities that we're going to deal with on tonight. The first is we must live different. Verse 11 and 12 says we must live different. Verse 13 through 20 say we must live submissive life. And then 21 through 25, we must live obedient life. Verse number 11, it said, "Dearly beloved." Dearly beloved. He's called them dearly beloved. He said, listen, Peter says, "I love you." But most importantly, when he says this, he's speaking of affection and the affection that God has for him. He said, "You are loved by God." He says, "I am praying that you would know that you're strangers in your pilgrimage." He said, "This world is not our home. We are citizens in heaven. God has placed us, amen. God, when he saved us, he raised us up with him in heaven and put us into the earth so that we can make a world of difference. Of course, we are in the world, but we are not of the world." So he says, "I need you to stop. I need you to abstain from fleshly lust." He said, the stuff that you used to do, he said, you need to stop it, because these things war against your soul. It war against your mind, your psyche, your emotion, your intellect. It tried to bring you to captivity. He says you need to stop living like the world and start living as a Christian art. Please join us tonight as we deal with this topic, of course, influencing people for Christ. As always, today will be better than yesterday, and tomorrow will be better than today. Why? Because I will strive to live better, be better, and do better. I am happy, healthy, and holy, influencing people for Christ.